gets to participate in this democracy. That is playing out right here in Fulton County. It's home to the most Black voters in the state. You've seen voter suppression and expansion of voter participation playing out here in Georgia. People like Stacey Abrams or LaTosha Brown, who starts Black Voters Matter 10 years ago.
My people have always taught this nation how to sing its freedom songs because we know what it feels to be a caged bird, but we also know what it feels to lift every voice.
She's advocating for voting rights. She's helping get Black people elected, but more importantly, mobilizing Black voters. I think about your journey around voting. I mean, this has been a lifelong journey from you.
Lifelong. As a child, I would like when elections would come around because it was almost kind of a ritual. My grandmother, when she went in a voting booth, there was like nobody but her and her baby. And so she would actually let me pull, there was like a lever. She would let me pull the lever. And just that act alone let me know how special voting was.
Yeah. How does that shift to you caring not about just your own vote, but voting rights for others?
My orientation didn't start as voting was going to help me as an individual get better. I thought that voting would help get resources to my community, in which I am a part of. In some ways, some of that has been lost. We've reduced voting to kind of this individual act of power, this idea that I'm not gonna vote because I don't like the candidate. That is so foreign. That was so foreign to me. I never had the luxury of that. My people were the salt of the earth. They were the strength behind the movement.
January 5th, 2021, the runoff election.
2020, I want people to remember, like, in 2020, the world is shut down. We're in a global pandemic, and we got an election.
A consequential election.
A consequential election. And so what we did is we had a collard green caucus. We set up tents where people could early vote and have their collard greens, their cornbread, and their black-eyed peas.
In the midst of all of those circumstances
that were going on,
you had to get creative.
We had to get creative to break through.
Here we are in 2026. The Louisiana versus Calais decision comes down from the Supreme Court, taking away the Voting Rights Act. Talk to me about your reaction to that decision.
My 92-year-old aunt, we were actually at the salon getting her nails done. I looked at the phone and I saw the alert. And I'm like, I looked at my aunt and I was like, they killed the Voting Rights Act, and she started crying.
What did you decide to do in that moment?
I was like, no, let's get ready, let's go.
Georgia was one of the states attempting to redraw the maps here. They call a special session.
Our response was to camp out at the Capitol. They were not going to do this on our watch. I think they understood that this was going to be a fight. The people organized themselves, and as a result, the same day the session was called, they actually called it off. We cannot allow people to amass power at the expense of us not showing up for us. We're going to do it with joy, we're going to do it with integrity, but we're going to do it in the fullness of our power.
It feels different standing out here today. What about you?
It does. It represents, in some ways, past, the present, but also the future. I did not believe that we would ever be here again.
Yeah.
But just like this house is still standing, we are still standing.